Keisha here, coming to you guys with February's homeschool wrap up for the Team Kemp Academy. I'm tired. The energy's high because I'm getting ready to take a nap. So let me give you guys 4 or 5 minutes of awesomeness and get back to what I want to do, which is sleep. The first thing I want to say is February was an awesome month. Please check the blog post for details about what we did this month, pictures of what we did and all that good stuff. Our homeschool wrap-ups will always be on the blog. I will still make videos, but they will be more of including tips for you guys and brief mentions. The blog post will have all the details, all the pictures, links, and all those good help things. Thank you to those of you who have checked out the schoolhouseteachers.com review that I posted. If you have not, then I will put a card up here for you to check that out. And of course, there will always be information below. Thank you for those who have decided to use that for your homeschool. I definitely appreciate that. Again, affiliate links are used in that post and in that YouTube video. And every time you make a purchase, it does bless my family and no extra cost to you. And for that, I am very grateful. So let's dive right into this month. I want to talk to you guys about Black History Month. Just kind of briefly mention some ways to incorporate that into your life. And not just Black History Month, because the world is just a smorgasbord of all kinds of awesomeness. So you want to incorporate just history, period, and just open it up, broaden it. But, I got the Black History books, so we're going to talk about that. But you can apply this to any lineage, any culture, making sure that you're just taking time to study outside of the basic realm of whatever curriculum you choose, because we all know that everybody has their own side of history. Even in American history, there's one side of history and then there's the other side. There's this side. Everybody has their own view, their own story of how they migrated to wherever they are now. And all those stories are important. So I want to talk to you about Black history and how we incorporate it for all the age ranges at our house. So right now I have a 3, 5, and 11-year-old. And this month was really cool about Black history because I incorporated a lot of books, and I actually remember to reserve my books at the library before Black History Month. I usually forget, and then like around the Valentine's Day, I'm like, oh, it's Black History Month. Let's do some Black, So this month I did not do that. I remembered in the end of January. So I got to reserve a lot of books, and we read a lot of books. It was really, really fun. So I want to show a couple of them to you. The first one being new shoes. And a lot of these you can see on our Facebook page or on Instagram or on Twitter. You can see all of these there. I post a book a day, about 3 times a week. I post a book of the day, and it just shares with you information about what we've been reading. It tells about it and what age it's for and things like that. So definitely check there. Follow all those good things. New Shoes was really good because it talked about entrepreneurship. It dealt with the segregation, but I like the idea of the girls taking used shoes, cleaning them up, making them nice, and teaching people how to thrift early and be proud to own something that was used. A lot of times now, kids are all about the new thing, and these girls were like, no, be about the new thing, be about the used thing. So I thought that was really, really cute. That's definitely age appropriate. All of my kids listened to that story. They all enjoyed it. And so I thought it was a really, really good story. So I'm going to just flash talk about a couple. Here's another book that we enjoyed. This one was really thick and dense. That was more for Bear. I like also to incorporate during Black History Month at any time you're studying a culture, including people that aren't usually talked about. So you want to definitely make sure that you are going outside of your normal Black history, Martin Luther King, what else? Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman. Them people are awesome, but you want to go ahead and just step outside of that. I understand that it's more than just the people that they hear about. They would hear about those people in school. The good thing about homeschool is you get to broaden, your horizons and just step outside of that. This book right here was really, really fun to read. It's called Secrets of American Histories. It's from that series. And this is the Civil War book, Heroes Who Risked Their Freedom. I really liked the information provided in this book. I love the pictures that they included. And they talk, so not only are you going to learn about how Harriet Tubman was a spy, but you're going to learn about Mary Elizabeth Bowser, or Bozer. I still don't know how to say that, but you're going to learn about her. You're going to learn about several different people in history who had an opportunity to do something different. Robert Smalls and his ship, so all these stories are things that you don't necessarily hear in school. I also like that this included a fun activity in the back, and also it included a quiz, okay, because reading can be fun, but if you don't give them a piece of paper or something to write on, then it's not cool, right? Another way to incorporate Black history is to include local history. Now, this book is not local to me because I am not in Louisiana, but there are plenty of books that you can find. This is the 5 O'Clock Band. I thought this book was really cute because it talked about somebody who lived in the neighborhood of New Orleans, and it was him telling his story. He discussed how he grew up and how he wanted to be a band leader, and he discussed people that were important in his life and how they helped him become a band leader and just gave him advice. This is a true story. It also includes information about what he's doing now and how he is helping in the community where he was raised. So that's another way to incorporate any kind of history, not just Black history, but any kind of heritage into your history lessons using local people that you know, is another way to do that. Another book that was really, really fun was This is the Rope. So this, including family artifacts, is what this book covered. It talked about this one piece of rope right here that was used as a jump rope. They used it as something to tie down things when they were moving, they were migrating. They used it to pass down generation to generation, and it was used for so many things, and the importance of it was discussed over and over and over again. So sitting down and hearing stories from grandparents, grandmothers, great uncles, great aunts, old cousins, okay, you know, that's a way to pass down their family history and lineage, and that's a way to expand on your history studies. Because keep in mind, guys, there are people that are still alive that have lived through pivotal moments in history. So you don't have to go and research or get a book or something to find out who felt a certain way during the Selma March. There are people that are still alive that marched, you know, so if you know someone, you can ask. Today we went to go do something with my dad, and we met several people who were activists, Hispanic and Black, and we got to look at them and see their pictures and see all the stuff they have in the Smithsonian. They're in pictures in the Smithsonian, and just learn all about that. It was amazing to hear that, and we got to hear firsthand accounts, you know, not secondhand or thirdhand or passed down, firsthand accounts, people who were there and dealt with that. So just getting out and talking to family. The last Black history book that we checked out was this one. This is the 28 Days. And of course, we did a lot more, but I like this book because it includes poems for 29 different poems in this book, and each one talks about a different person. So you're not going to hear about your regular, of course there's going to be your Rosa Parks and stuff like that, but you're going to hear about you know, so many things. You're going to hear about different people that you hadn't heard about yet, and just most importantly, it's about bringing hope and understanding that history is continually made every single day. I think that's the main point of this video and the main point of how I teach history in my house. I'm really big about getting out there, touching, meeting, feeling, and I know that's kind of hard to do with history, but that's what museums are for. Today we went to a museum, and that's what that's for, you know, going out, reaching, touching, learning, talking to people and understanding. We live in Texas, so went to the DFW area today, and we got to go to the JFK Museum. Since we were already learning about Black history and civil rights and things like that, there is a nice exhibit there. Well, I mean, it's not nice because it's bad stuff, but we got to see that exhibit. When my 5-year-old walked up to it, my 3-year-old, they were like, oh, okay, we learned about this. And it's up to you when you decide to introduce these things to your children. I would just say be mindful of how you introduce it. What kind of child are you trying to raise? Are you educating? What kind of adult are you actually raising? What kind of husband or wife are you raising? So when you're sharing things in history that aren't so nice, I guess, but it's still history, you want to make sure that you're being honest and open, and you want to explain to them how what they can do today to change what happened yesterday. And I know there are some people who would say that there's nothing that can be done and blah, you know, that's not that kind of video. So don't even waste your time typing it. But be mindful, because I believe that things can be changed. History does not have to repeat itself. So it's important for us to educate our children appropriately based on the standards of the Most High God. And that's how we get good husbands and good wives. And that's how we get good citizens. Okay, that's ultimately what we're trying to do. So when you're studying history, do not just sit there and focus on only the little words that are in the textbook. Make history literally come alive. Step outside, watch videos, go to exhibits, and it does not have to be an older child thing. My 3-year-old went to the museum today. She walked right on through it. There were things that were there for her, you know, and if there weren't for her, I could pick her up and let her see. Okay, if you don't know anything about this going on today, look, that's JFK in a car with his wife. Look, that's this over here. You know, those are little things that I can show her to keep her going while my 11-year-old and my 5-year-old were actually walking through and listening and learning. And you'll be surprised about what they pick up. So don't let Black History Month be a thing for you. It doesn't have to be 1 month, whether you're Black or not. Don't let Hispanic Heritage Month be a thing for you. It does not have to be 1 month. Incorporate all history when you're studying, especially if you're studying different countries and different cultures. Incorporate all aspects of that history. Eat the food. Watch the videos. Try to find an area, something in your area that's similar from that culture that you can participate in that's okay, to do within your beliefs. But be mindful of those things. There was a beautiful art exhibit, a beautiful yarn quilt art exhibit that we went and saw. There were so many things that we were able to do this month to incorporate Black History Month, but we're able to do those things all year round, because I make sure that whatever culture we're focusing on, whatever part of history we're focusing on, that there is something for us to do and we make time to go do it. So that's my tip for you guys. Make history come alive, okay? Do your research, get out, touch, feel, meet people, literally make it come alive for all ages, okay? Get outdoors, make it come alive for all ages. Be sure to go to the blog and again, check out everything that we did this month. We had a great month. At the end of the month, we got to honor my father for retiring from Dallas County after working for 26 years. And I got to speak. If I do get footage of that little tidbit, I will include it. But I'm so proud of him. I'm so honored. We're honored to be there. And since the court is underneath the museum, we got to go to the 6th Street Museum and view that and experience that as well. So today was really a great day. This month has been great and phenomenal. We've done so many things, and I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to educate my children at home. I'm so blessed. I just thank God, because this was nothing that I thought I would be able to do. But God is so faithful. When you are faithful to him, he takes such great care of us always. But when you're faithful to him, he will definitely bless you. So keep at it, guys. Again, don't forget to check out all of our social media. You'll find encouragement on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and the like. And again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, of course. Click the notifications bell so you always know what we're talking about here. And I will see you guys